What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to our latest edition of Raiders Latest News, where we bring you the Raiders Latest News. So, a couple of days off. It's been kind of wild this last week, so we do apologize. But Super Bowl today. Right now, the Eagles are up 17-0 over the Chiefs, but we know how this movie ends. The Chiefs always seem to make a comeback, so we'll see. We'll see. Just run the ball with Saquon Barkley, Eagles, and maybe put up another touchdown, and just close it out. 28-3. We don't, please. Anyway, the Raiders are just kind of heading up their latest moves and everything, but there's a couple of things that have come out as of recent where Sam Darnold is expected to at least explore contract options with the Minnesota Vikings, and I like it. However, it's been said under multiple circles that the Raiders might be players for Sam Darnold, which for the right price, I wouldn't have a problem with, especially if you draft. That's the thing, though. It doesn't just end with Sam Darnold. You need to draft. Jackson Dart is a guy that comes to name, as we've been a fan of as of recent. But also, like we said, it needs to be at the right price, and it needs to be off a. It needs to include the drafting of a future young quarterback. So that's going to be the absolute biggest priority. So Sam Darnold, I really don't know what that would look like as far as a contract. I would say he's going to make at least 25 to 30 mil a year. I don't think it's the Baker Mayfield contract, but I do think that it is something that you could foresee happening and everything, where it is a $25 to $30 million deal, and so that would be really interesting to see. Also, a couple of other things. Excuse me. So, Kirk Cousins has been a name that's been thrown around. He makes a lot of sense for a couple of different teams, maybe even teams like the Raiders or teams like the Falcons, the Browns, maybe even the Jets. But it's been just, speaking of the Jets, that's also been a name that's been tossed around. So today, it was announced that Rodgers was told he's not going to be back. So it is what it is there. Kirk Cousins could go to the Jets. He could go to the Raiders. He could go to, I was going to say the Vikings, but not happening. He could go to the Browns. And I think that Kirk Cousins in the right spot with a good defense, with a running game, I still think he can get something done. I absolutely believe that. And so there's going to be a lot of free agent quarterbacks. And also, since Aaron Rodgers has been put in that conversation as somebody that, might get an opportunity, it's a thought. Not a good one. No, do not bring in Aaron Rodgers. I will lose it. I will throw my TV out the window. Just do not do it. And so, as far as also the Saints, the now stomping grounds of Darren Carr, it looks like they will hire the OC of the Eagles in Kellen Moore, which would make a lot of sense. I think Moore's done a really good job with the Eagles this year. I mean, shoot, if he wins a Super Bowl with the Eagles, that would make a lot of sense. And so, also Max Crosby. Everybody's talking about how he's going to be traded. We put this out earlier in the season, early in the offseason, and the thing is the more and more we look at it, I just don't think it's likely to happen. I think this is more smoke screens at this current moment in time. I think that if you're a Raiders fan, you are looking at all of the big picture, and Crosby, he's been in a household name. He's done a lot of things for this franchise, and I think that he's only going to continue to get better with them and help things out here. So overall, it's going to be really interesting to see. Obviously, this game essentially ends the 2024 season. So thank God, mercifully ending that for the Raiders. But like we said, I think that this is going to be a very interesting offseason for the Raiders in terms of the quarterback position, in terms of where this team lands and moves forward. So we're going to be keeping an eye out on that. And so enjoy the Super Bowl. We'll be back tomorrow morning with kind of our thoughts on the Super Bowl, as well as it's go time. It is now it will then now be the end of the 2024 season. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.